We're live. We're starting the show, and I'm starting it solo with our request, Age of the Behemoths by Amelia Gaine. Chapter 1. Beta Testing. Noah ducked, then rolled as the Urzig's colossal hooves crashed down right next to his face. The ground shook, and a cloud of dirt erupted from the earth like a geyser. He covered his face as debris and small rocks hurtled down around him. Noah could feel all the vibrations from his full-body VR haptic suit. "Ro! Watch out!" called a female voice. But before he had a chance to move, he felt a strong vibration on his legs in the real world as the Urzig's spiny, rock-encrusted tail slammed down on his legs in the game. Critical damage taken. Noah checked his health points on his indicator bar above. His health was down to 50 out of 100 HP, and his stamina was down to 10%. Another hit like that, and he could fail this hunt. He had already fainted twice before during this battle. Now, down to his last vigor, he had to be extra cautious in his strategy. I need to play more defensively. The giant creature lifted its tail, ready to finish Noah. But he anticipated this and rolled backward out of the monster's reach. Shit! Shit! That was a huge blow! Cried the voice again from an outcrop some distance away. It was his party member, Flory. I lost it. She crouched down and lowered her crossbow, aiming at the large beast's underbelly, the only part of the beast that was exposed and not covered with rock armor plating. She closed one eye and took in a deep breath. She couldn't afford to miss her aim. Flory pulled the trigger and unleashed a trank bolt. Trank bolt. Instant damage. 35 physical damage. Damage over time. 90 toxic damage over 3 seconds. Primary effect, 80% chance of tranquilizing target for 15 seconds. Side effect, 10% chance of hallucinogenic side effect over 5 seconds. Secondary effect, due to the side effect, target enters an enraged, trance-like state known as bestial rage, increasing attack damage by 100%. The trank bolt hit true, right in the left flank of the Urzig. The beast instantly dropped to the ground, asleep. Flory let out a deep breath. Noah could sense that she was not only relieved with her accurate and timely hit, but that she was probably also relieved that her trank bolt side effect did not trigger. Probably more so the latter, considering that elves had great accuracy, particularly moonweave elves like Flory. Therefore, precision was less of an issue for her. Oh, thanks! I owe you one! Shouted Noah. He analyzed the motionless monster with his Analyze Species ability while he tried to recover from the earlier attack. Urzig, level 10. The Urzig is a ground-dwelling, rock-encrusted monster with high armor and defense against physical attacks. Its appearance always resembles the stones around its habitat and surrounding territory, making it difficult to see until you are far too close to it to escape. Species, Terra Behemoth. Size, medium. Role, Omega. Status, asleep. Element, Terra. Strength, high armor, high defense and camouflage. Weaknesses, low agility, astral and tempest. Resistances, shock, blaze, and torrent. I've gotcha! Called his friend Rye with his booming... Let's try that again. I've gotcha! Called his friend Rye with his booming, almost guttural voice originating from the half-orc in him. He pulled Noah up with his thickest arms covered in He pulled Noah up with his thick-set arms covered in tribal tattoos and placed a healing pack on the ground. Noah moved within the radius of the healing pack to absorb the health being emitted. Rye continued. Since we now know its weakness from your analysis, we know the best weapon attack would be your astral axe. The Urzig roused from his slumber. Rye moved forward towards the beast and swung his hammer, pounding the Urzig's tail. Rye hit the Urzig for 150 blunt damage. My turn! Shouted Arky, their final group member jumping onto Rye using his arrow flip. He made it look so effortless, which was partly due to his racial affinity and agility as a drow elf, and partly due to his elite skills as a hardcore gamer. Arrow flip skill allows players to use behemoths, the environment, or even other players as a makeshift springboard. Arky then dived down onto the Urzig's back and straddled the beast as he tried to keep his balance so as not to fall off. The Urzig tried to buck him off, but Arky used his thighs and knees to squeeze the monster's sides to gain extra grip. He watched the beast's movements carefully to counter them. Then, finding the opportune moment, he drew out his dual blades and thrust one of them into the back of the Urzig. This allowed him to create an improvised hook to hold onto with one hand so as not to fall. Arky hit the Urzig for 75 piercing damage, times 0.25 added multiplier. The beast shrieked and reared upwards, but Arky held on. He then shifted his body to the side to reach the Urzig's underbelly and stabbed at it. Arky hit the Urzig for 114 piercing damage, times 0.9 added multiplier. The Terra Behemoth reared up a second time. Arky pulled out the blade from its back and slid down. When he finally reached its tail, he let loose a frenzied 4-hit combo attack on it, where he sliced maniacally with his dual blades and dismembered the tail. Multiple attack of 4. For each hit, Arky hit the Urzig for 105 piercing damage, times 0.75 added multiplier. That's how you do it! Spat Arky, his eyes as gray as his mood. Emotionless. Oops. That's how you do it. That's how you... I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that's how you do it without emotion. Like, okay. That's how you do it, spat Arky. And it's like spat? I don't know. Noah couldn't understand how Arky could be so different. Those moves were awesome. I'd be euphoric. Noah was in awe at Arky's maneuvers. This was the first time he had seen Arky be so good at close quarter melee attacks. Be so good at close quarter melee attacks when his usual specialty as a gunslinger was ranged attacks. I guess that's the great thing about multi-specialisms. As Arky bent down to pick up the loot, his long silver hair fell forward, a vast contrast to his dark gray skin and the smoky black garb he wore. Arky picked up severed Urzig tail. With a long shriek, the mammoth creature began its retreat to the cliffs. Flory came running over, her long auburn curls bouncing as she strode over to Noah. His stomach nodded, and to avoid her gaze, he looked over at Rye, who followed closely behind with his dark, disheveled hair and his usual beaming smile. Noah responded with a half-smile. Nothing ever phases him. I wish I was like that.
It's trying to get away!
Yelled Flory.
Everyone attack!
The entire party chased after the Terra Behemoth and surrounded it, watching their positions so as not to get trampled. In quick succession, they all attacked at it. Noah watched as the Urzig headbutted Rye, knocking the wind out of him and flinging him several yards away.
Guys, a little help here,
said Rye as he got back up.
We need to do something before it charges at him and finishes him off,
said Noah, keeping some distance away from the gigantic beast who looked about ready to lunge at Rye.
I'll use my combo attack to take aggro,
said Arky. Moving in at great speed, he interrupted the Urzig's attack as he targeted its hind leg with his dual blade combo attack. Multiple attack of 4. For each hit, Arky hit the Urzig for 78 piercing damage, times 0.3 added multiplier. The Terra Behemoth now focused on Arky.
Nice one, man,
said Rye as he joined up with the group and emoted a high five. Arky left him high and dry.
Oh, fuck! My blades are losing their sharpness.
Don't worry,
said Flory.
It's almost down as it's doing the final moves where it shakes boulders off its back.
Massive rocks raced through the air all around them. One of them, the size of an average boulder, missed Noah's face by mere inches.
Whoa! That was too damn close,
exclaimed Noah. Arky pulled out a whetstone and glided the blades along its edge until they sang. Ah, my buttes.
Ro, you hit the final blow while we cover you, ordered Arky.
On it,
said Noah, as he slung his astral axe and held it at the ready. The weapon, etched with runic markings along the haft of the axe, emanated an ethereal indigo glow with luminous particles. The Urzig lowered its head to the ground, ready to charge at Noah, its eyes narrowing as it leaped towards him. With a hefty forward swing, he struck a finishing blow against its skull. Critical hit. Multiplier applied. Roe hit the Urzig for 174 physical damage, times 0.85. Roe hit the Urzig for 250 elemental damage. Bonus 250 damage from astral weakness. As the monstrosity plummeted to the ground, the earth beneath them trembled, and a large cloud of dust arose, as if suspended in the air for a short delay. Excuse me.
Great job, guys!
Said Noah. Archie merely nodded his approval.
Yeah, go team!
Shouted Flory enthusiastically, displaying a thumbs up.
We did good,
Said Rye.
Now to get me some loot.
All right. So, that was our request for today. Come on back, guys. What's going on? How come I'm...
I don't want it. Were you lonely?
I was a bit lonely, but it was for a good cause. It was for reading the top request of the poll today, Amelia Gaine's Age of Behemoths. This book isn't even out yet. She's still writing this book. She is working really hard on it, I think. If you go to her website, you'll find that she's got her shit together as far as like marketing, getting good covers, getting everything ready so that whenever she does release it, and if it does well, then her website's ready to take on fans or whatever. I think she did a really great job with it. Do we have the cover for this one? Because I thought actually the cover of this one looked pretty nice. But there it is.
It's a beautiful cover.
It might be done by the same guy. If you guys ever read RuneScape, is it RuneScape?
I know RuneScape is definitely a game.
Yeah, there's a game called RuneScape. Rune something. Hugo Huesca's first book. I think it's the same artist, maybe. It also it also looks like what's that one book that we're kind of after right now? That we've been reading. The Last Physicist.
We've been looking at The Last Physicist, yes,
by like that artwork too.
Dominic Stahl.
That's right.
Same color scheme. That like dark blue and the purple and the light blue and the white. Cool. Very lo-fi.
Yeah, I like it. So I decided, guys, to do our poll request today. That way, because I feel like a giant dick. That's why. Last week we were goofing on somebody's request. The author and actually a few other authors who've been kind of pissed at me were chatting. Yeah, I know. And it's because I've been taking this poll for granted. I think we all have, and it's just because we're trying to have fun with this show. And you know what? It's not worth hurting the author's feelings over. I really don't think so. I think it was not a good move for us. Not a good look, right? So we're gonna change the way we do Rune Universe. That's right. Thank you, Gyarados. That's Hugo.
Why didn't they call it Runeverse? That's a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
So we're gonna change things up quite a lot. For any of you who've been watching this show for a long time, you might remember that we didn't always have all this fancy stuff and all of these cool people backing me up. It used to be just me. And I would just read, 3 or 4 requests a day. And it was just me, and I would do my best for everybody and give everybody promotion and everything like that. And I think that we need to go back to that. I think that there's really a place for that, and us goofing has sort of taken that away from authors, taken that away from listeners, even who may even be watching specifically to see what new stuff might be popping up on Amazon that they haven't seen around. So we're splitting the poll. We're doing something different. So we're going to have 2 different polls from now on, and they're going to alternate every 2 weeks. So tomorrow's poll, because we just did a serious one today, tomorrow's poll is all going to be about goofs. So I'm going to make a poll, and any of you listeners out there can nominate whatever you want, as long as it's 1,000 words or less. And it can be from any famous movie or any famous book or just crap on the internet that you think is cringe, anything that you want, as long as it's not like an indie author who's kind of in our community or, somebody who might actually give a shit that it's up there, right? If you do decide that you really want to request something that someone might give a shit about, make sure that you get their permission to put it on the poll, because we are going to goof on it. Whatever this next poll that goes up is, and I haven't decided a name for that one, for that particular goof poll, but I'll come up with a name before tomorrow. We'll put up that poll tomorrow, and you guys go crazy with it. Nominate whatever you want, and the poll will just be a bunch of random crazy shit, and you guys vote, and we'll do it as a team, and we'll fuck it up. But 2 weeks from tomorrow, a new poll is going up that's going to be more serious. I want to call it SBTL Classic, and that is where only authors can nominate their own work. They will be contacting Danny Katz, our very trusty Facebook group admin, and they can say to Danny, I would like to request my book. And again, we're only going to go for 1,000 words from now on, 1K or less. But that one I'm going to run solo. And so, whatever directions you give me, I'll play it straight. And then we'll invite you on if you're an author, right? That requested it. We'll invite you on. You can come on and talk about your work or not. You don't have to come on. But it'll be an opportunity for authors in this community to promote, like for real, and not be goofed on. So this is me trying to fix my own idiotic behavior. So thank you, authors. Thank you, Danny, for letting me know the authors were talking. And thank you, authors, for I actually did talk to one gentleman who was really civil with me, and I was able to apologize to him, and hopefully he brought my apology to the rest of the authors who were bothered by it. I get to apologize publicly and tell all my listeners, I was being a dick. Please make fun of me however you want. Cool. All right. Let's move on. We have news.
Thank you, Jeff. Whoa. I mean, yeah. I feel like I want to say hello to everybody out there. Everybody, hello. Hello, Gary.
What are you doing?
Hello, Annie. Hello, Jeff. Hello, over there. Hello. Oh my goodness. Well, there's some people in the chats over here. Gary, can you do this voice? So what's this character's name? Can you?
I don't know who it is, but I like it. I really do.
If you could say hello to all the people in the chat in that voice, I'd really like that.
William Latson, Big Buddha 8894.
I just had a really great idea.
What's that, Annie?
Tell us.
We could use my tween and teen poetry for the comedic reading section.
Oh my! You have that? You still have that?
I still have some of that. Oh, I definitely burned some of it, but I think some of it survived.
Some is in the ether.
There's one more rule for the goof poll. I am the only person who can't request anything.
Oh.
So you guys can request too.
We can request as well. Okay, well, I'm going to request Annie's tween poetry right away.
Cool.
This is good. Yes, hello. We got lots of people. Gary, we got Eben Soul and Big
Casley.
Yeah.
Gary Simmons, Frank
Moore. Oh.
Nice.
Even Soul. You got Ronan Tinshy. So many people.
Lots of people. Everybody. If you're here right now and you're watching, and you want to say hello, say hello. If you don't want to say hello, say hello
Say
as
hello.
well. Say hello.
Say something else. Say
Hi,
something
everybody.
funny or scary.
Yeah, we want to laugh. Well,
What else? We
it's
got?
time
Yeah,
for the news.
yeah,
Da, da,
news.
da, da,
We should get a
da.
news theme. That's just
Yeah,
done with
we
us
really
kind of
do
going
need
bah, 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 like some really obnoxious.
We'll just use our regular thing.
Oh,
This is like
new,
Sesame
this
Street
is like this is Nickelodeon news music.
Yeah.
welcome
is
to
the
the news,
news music.
everybody.
Splat. This just did. You're a butt.
Got to catch all those topics.
All right. So I think you know what. Now that we have a really reliable newsletter, thanks to Ms. Emily Labus.
Emily
by the
Labus.
way.
Woo woo.
Now that we have a very reliable. Where'd it go? Where is our newsletter? Oh, shit.
Newsletter.
We need a newsletter to go out. Was I supposed-
Newsletter.
Newsletter.
What happened to it?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Did the lose netter get missed? Did the newsletter?
Uh-oh. Okay. Now that we usually have a very reliable newsletter, let me imagine what we need to talk about. All right, so I think our new releases should be up first. We have Stars Have Eyes is still there, right? We have
Hey.
and that's free still. First episode, go pick it up, guys, if you haven't yet. Neven Ilyev's new series. Yes,
It's
is
great.
a romantic comedy, and it's amazing. We have Malevolent by Harlan
Mhm.
Guthrie,
Ooh,
the beginning
should
of
get that.
another serial series that is seriously creepy. Like
It's
it's-
badass.
it's really badass. It's
Nice.
it's lots of tension, and the concept is just great. It's like the concept itself justifies itself being an audio drama, right? So
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
go pick that up. Harlan Guthrie is an incredibly talented.
We listened to it as a group, and I legitimately jumped 2 or 3 times and felt
Yeah.
like I got to take my headphones off because this is scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
really good. So go pick that up, guys. We also have, as far as we have Fallen.
Yeah.
Another Wendigo
Mhm.
Tales. Gary Furlong narrated that one
Shane
brilliantly,
Hensley.
by the way. Shane
Thank
was
you.
very, very happy with you on that one.
And Lori Catherine Winkle's in there too.
Lori Catherine Winkle's in it. Indeed.
Lori. I
miss you,
miss you,
Lori.
Lori. Come back.
And anything else on the
Come back.
platform that just landed?
Oh, on the platform?
Yeah.
I'm 3/4 baked, Alberto.
Origin?
Origin, of course.
Mhm,
Origin.
mhm.
Origin
Mhm.
and Emerald has the new deep dive out. So if you guys have already listened to the Emerald audiobook, but you missed our sound effects and music, you wanted that back, it's there. Go get it. It's just $4 for the upgrade. If you
Oh
already
my
bought the
God.
audiobook.
It's like robbery. It's like shouldn't even be legal. It's
I know. We
offensive.
rip ourselves off
Try
for
it.
you. For you people.
It's really good.
Annie, I have a very
Oh.
important question for you.
Yes.
Is the acoustic treatment behind you, is that purple? The bass traps you have, the foamy things?
Oh, the bass traps.
Not
Not right. Yeah, those. Is that purple?
No,
right.
it's dark. gray.
No!
Dark gray.
Mine is purple.
Oh goddamn!
Ooh. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm very envious, and I might murder Gary for his booth now.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Sorry,
We'll-
guys. Sorry,
we'll
guys.
Put it live on Thriller.
All right. So what else is available now? Audible new releases. What do we got?
Very purple.
Yes, we've got War Singer by James Osiris Baldwin. Did we announce that last time?
Ooh.
I don't know.
War Singer.
I don't think.
Well,
it's been
we're gonna have James Osiris Baldwin. He has agreed to come on to Soundbooth Theater live for an episode in the next month. So you guys will be seeing him within a month or two latest. And then we also have Irrelevant Vac, Irrelevant
Pax-
Jack, but by Vax
By Vrax
Penter. Vax Penter. Yeah.
Lame. Come on, audience.
I like this audience actually. I like that there's like levels. There's different levels.
Like, yeah.
Yes, Irrelevant Jack, book 4 by Prax Venter is now available, and it features Andrea Parsino singing, and it's beautiful. You do not want to miss that. So definitely check
Good
that
stuff.
out. also. And that's all I can think of.
That's all. Dungeon Crawler Carl 2 has been in ACX's back pocket for like almost 2 weeks now. I want to buy my microphone. Yeah, I'm very, very sad.
It's really luck of the draw. It's
guys.
It really is. Yeah.
Vegas.
I know that a lot of you guys are just sitting on refresh for that Dungeon Crawler Carl 2. Me too. I'm right there with you guys. Don't worry. It will be out in theory. Audible's I think they're listening to it first. They were so excited about it coming out too. Everyone at ACX has to listen to it at least once.
They're all taking time off.
They're all taking time off just to listen
to 10 minutes at a time.
These audience sounds are really good, Ahmed. You're on fire tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
they're
very
fantastic.
empathetic.
Yeah. I forget that they're not actually there.
Yeah.
He's actually at a theater where he hired a live studio audience, and he's just like, now.
Yeah, he's holding up the flashing light.
Okay, I think
I would love that. By the way, I would just love, a dream event 10 years from now or sooner. We have an actual Soundbooth theater and Ahmed is the maestro and we're all sitting around in chairs and stuff. And there's an actual audience and Ahmed is in front of the band. Like, okay, all right, 1, 2,
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. We've got a shitty little fold up table.
Can we,
yeah.
Is he going to be in a tux with coattails? That's my.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Is he not in a tux with coattails?
That's all he wears.
He is right now. Yeah. He wears one for every SBTL show.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
Yep. Indeed. Very, very true. 100%. But he doesn't have a camera, so he can't show anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
So also, if you
tuxedos with tails are
him,
expensive. You can't afford cameras.
That's also true. None of us have ever seen Ahmed.
We don't even know if he's real.
We're on the same
There
wavelength.
are some conspiracy theories about how he's like a conglomeration of 6 different people.
Yeah, they're all Ahmed.
Indeed.
When the elements of Ahmed combine, they become. Okay, all right. I think it's time for the next segment. What do we have next?
We have American Fork.
The Ahmed has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, American Fork, written by Emily Labus and Ian Fleming.
This is unfortunately this is a three-man show today. Annie feels very left out.
Sorry,
Sorry, Annie.
Sometimes sometimes writers they gotta do what they gotta do.
Right, the scene didn't need
balance the representation. In medium.
Right.
This episode just didn't call for any beautiful half-baked goddesses. So.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's right. So,
yeah, right.
Just a half-baked dude who owns a record store. So let's do this, guys.
Goodbye, Annie.
Hold on! I hit my knee off my table leg, but it's okay. It's all right.
That's the sound it makes when you hit your knee off your table.
Script.
Greetings, Earthlings, and
come on, man. We've talked about this. The intro's mine.
Fine.
As I was just about to say, greetings, Earthlings. I'm Jeff King. This is my brother in arms, Sid Richards, and we've got a doozy for you today. The best Grateful Dead albums are live, and so is today's podcast. So listen up. We're getting to the bottom of this Forkian mystery and taking you on the inside path to Big Arza, the last 24 hours.
That's right, my dude. Sit back and prepare your ear holes for 2 hours of in-depth, extensive discussion about everything we know about the day Big Arza was stolen and some of our wildest speculations.
No theory is too outlandish. Toto, I don't think we're in American Fork anymore.
Huh? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, but whatever. This is King of the Fork.
He's the king of the fork. He's the king of the fork. He's the king of the fork.
Yeah, it is.
So rock and roll. And do you know what the best part of airing live is?
Hell yeah! No cuts, no retakes, and no censors!
Talk radio the way it's meant to be heard!
Why don't we get a goddamn sailboat, because this is pirate radio?
That is so badass.
Shit! A customer.
Yeah, whatever, they'll go away. Just ignore it.
I can't, dude. It's my livelihood.
Fine.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I said it's fine. Go.
Okay.
Well, I guess while the first mate of the SS Badass is tending to business matters, I'd like to read a little message from our sponsors. How about that? All right. Are you tired of having more hair on your grundle than your head? Well then, come on over to Max Wax, the wax studio for men. Their licensed technicians can tame even the wildest of nether regions. So what are you waiting for? Conveniently located in nearby Pleasant Grove, which is what you'll start calling your underpants area after you visit. Max Wax, the wax studio for men. Wax like a man.
Oh, well, that was a bust. Just some old biddies looking for a Tony Bennett album.
Doesn't get much lamer than that.
Hey! Never talk about the great Tony Bennett like that. If I ruled the world, songs for the jet set changed my life.
Jeez, sorry, man. You were the one who said it was a waste of time.
Yeah, because I didn't have the album.
You know, Sid, you really are a multifaceted guy.
There's more than one side to an LP, you know?
Wow. Yeah, inspiring. Anyway, now that you're back, we should probably dive in.
Right on. Now, as everyone knows, the Friar was proudly displayed like a shrine to capitalism right across the street from my store.
So did you notice anything suspicious happen that day?
Not at first. But when you and I did shrooms later on... Get it out, buddy. Okay. As I was saying, when you and I did shrooms together last weekend when we did the shrooms, I realized something. Everything is suspicious. Huh?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, man. Like, isn't it suspicious that the day before the biggest heist this town has ever seen, nothing was out of the ordinary?
I guess so. I always just assumed that whoever took it waited until the cover of night.
Yeah. But think about it, right? Whoever did it got away with it without leaving virtually any clues. They knew what they were doing, and since I can't remember anything odd that happened that day, that must mean they'd already been planning it.
That's a surprisingly good point, but it doesn't necessarily tell us anything we don't know.
Or does it?
Does it?
I don't know, man. I thought the whole point of the show today was to hypothesize. Lay something on me.
Well, I do think... do you need to get that?
No, it can wait a second. I feel like we're really getting somewhere.
Sid? Jeffrey? Are you here?
No way! Detective Scoop? Come on back, friend!
Oh, Jeffrey. It's so nice to see you, my boy. The business between you and RFA was just despicable.
Oh, thank you! It's nice to see someone supports my side.
No, Jeffrey, you certainly deserved that sacking. You can't tell an audience you have a callous disregard for a certain PA's life without consequence. But it was regretful the way everyone heard it. Truly despicable.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess.
You're very welcome. Plus, it seems Teresa has all but abandoned the quest anyways. I see you've really taken the time off to reflect and start anew. Why, look at this operation. It reminds me of a young me. 25 years ago, I had just quit a corporate pie gig and was making it on my own. It's invigorating.
You were a corporate private investigator?
No, pie investigator. I'm a culinary detective, my boy.
Oh, right. Well, hell yeah, Scoop! I couldn't have done it without my new partner here, Sid.
Hey there, detective. Nice to see you again. It is a pretty nice operation. Did Jeff tell you we're doing a live podcast right now?
Hello again, Sid. Jeffrey failed to mention it. Just when I was starting to understand what a normal podcast was, I'm confounded by this new format.
Sorry about that, Detective. It basically means everything we're talking about now is live on air to our King of the Fork listeners.
Oh, live right now? Well, I hope I've been composing myself well.
You're doing great.
Yeah, don't worry about it, detective. Just be your astute usual self. By the way, what brings you in today?
You know, the other day, I was thinking of an old paramour. A rose. A peach. The best sauce in the bottle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let me guess. That bottle broke and made a huge mess.
Oh, you are a bitter lad, aren't you, Sid? No, we simply drifted apart. Life takes you in different directions, especially when your life is beholden to the next caper. Anyway, I met this woman in California years ago, and we shared many nights on the beach. To remember her, I've been wanting to listen to I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Do you have the Tony Bennett pressing?
Fuck!
Don't worry about him. It's just a bit personal. Let's just say he needs to stock up on Bennett. So sorry we don't have it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, detective. I pride myself on my LP collection. I will make this up to you now. I can start right now, actually. Here's a thought I had about Big Arza. It seems that the person who did it was planning it and probably did it at night. What do you think about those detective skills?
Why, yes, Sid, I think I agree with you. There was a plan here, and yes, most crimes happen at night.
I know it! The third eye sees all, baby!
Yes, glad you could support his theory, Detective. Sid and I jotted a few notes down the other night.
I don't know, gentlemen. You see, people throw their far-flung theories at me all the time because of my expertise, and I've really got to get going.
No, this will only take a minute. What do you think? What do you think the possibility is the entire fryer was repossessed by the bank?
Well, I don't believe there are any novelty kitchen appliance mortgages.
Yeah. Right. Okay, good. What about this, okay? Or what if the EPA deemed it an environmental hazard and this was all the U.S. government's doing, like Venezuela?
Well, it seems like they have more pressing
Okay,
matters.
or what if Big Fry came in, stole it, melted it down to make a lot of smaller fryers due to dwindling margins?
Yeah, or what if it was only a fryer as a cover-up for the antenna underneath the government's been using to communicate with aliens? They shut down the project. They took it under the shield of night.
Or what if...
Oh, lads. You two really bounce off each other, huh? I really appreciate the vigor, and those are certainly fun ideas, but I don't think they really stir the pot enough, if you know what I mean. I have a nose for justice, and while your leads provide some tantalizing wafts of liberty, they leave me sniffing for more.
Another dead end. Oh, come on. I really thought Sid and I had it there.
Oh, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, we've all thought we had it at one point along the way. We've uncovered a lot of leads, but nothing sticks. For the life of me, I can't figure it out either. There's still something suspicious afoot, though. This town has too many mysteries. By God, I still don't even know who's the proprietor of that pizza parlor.
Wait, you don't know who owns Tony's?
You do?
Yeah, it's the same slumlord that owns this place. A couple years ago, I was behind on rent because my ex wanted in full custody payments again. So they took me to court. I represented myself because I don't trust the legal system, and while I was researching for it, I figured out which other properties they own. A real piece of work, that one. The pipes in this place haven't worked well in 10 years. They should be paying me rent. Private property should be abolished, and the public should split land equally.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Richards. This is very important. Who owns the pizza store?
Yeah, Sid. Who?
Well, I won't tell you. It's another point for nepotism because the owner is Melinda McCormick.
Good heavens. Sid, if I had an honorary detective badge, I'd pin it on you right now.
Why, thank you. Just doing my duty to fight the man.
That's right, ladies and gents, and don't forget where you heard this shocking revelation, right here on King of the Fork. Cut that ish, Sid. Leave him with suspense.
All right, check in next time for more Sonic Truth.
Got it. We got this. Oh my God, something happened! Hey! Something happened!
Something did
happen in this episode.
Something happened.
Oh, all right.
It
Emily
only
told me
took-
This would be a trend. This would be a trend
Yes.
in the
Yeah,
following
yeah.
episodes, that things would be actually happening.
Yeah. Yes, we almost put two things that happened in this episode. They were like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just handle one at a time here.
Yeah, we don't want to blow our listeners completely away. Like
No,
Right,
no,
just
yeah,
a little,
yeah.
just a little bump.
All right.
Whoa!
A little
Great
stumble.
job, everyone. Yeah, great job, you guys reading it. That was really fun. Annie, sorry, we'll get you next time, I promise. But it was a great episode, everyone. Thought it was really, really well read.
Yeah. So how many do we have left? We have 5 left. How long have we been in this?
We have 3 left.
Three left.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we're getting close.
3
That's right,
left.
this is Act 3.
So there's a lot left to conclude. Yeah. But it'll be fun to finally write more things that actually happen for you guys to be excited about.
Ian, I have a question for you, if you don't mind. Is Melinda McCormick a name we've seen before?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Okay.
If just to rehash your memory, also if you're watching and you want to rehash, I think it's like episode 2 or 3. She is Melissa's sister. Melissa is Walt's wife. Walt is the mayor.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So Melinda,
So-
wait,
Oh, dear.
Melinda, the PTA one.
It only took me like 6 months to put all that together. So,
is Melinda the PTA one, or is she the principal? I can't remember.
Melinda is the principal.
Okay, all right. So it's the principal who's trying to get rid of
slumlord.
maybe. Yeah, she's a slumlord.
This is gonna be kind of the first tease in what will be a snowball of events.
right.
She's a slumlord, and we'll figure out why why Tony's is such a big deal too. So
Very
we do generally know where it's going now. So and it's gonna be fun to have everything character wise to come together these last few episodes.
Yeah. So Ian, what else have you been doing lately for the past month? Were you here last month, or were you not able to attend
Last month I was not. I was in. I was like out on a camping trip. I was like out in Death Valley.
Oh, nice.
Right.
super
fun.
That sounds cool. Is Death Valley close to
Death Valley and dude, actually we went to but we did go through Utah and went to Zion for a couple of days. But on the way, stopped in a bunch of towns in Utah, which were really close to American Fork. And I was texting Emily and was like, yeah, we got to go to American Fork sometime. It was a whole new light. Utah is just seen in a whole new light after this. Yeah.
Awesome. So also, are you still now? Are things calming down where you are as far as?
I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm getting my second shot in a week, so comedy's starting to come back in Chicago and everything.
Hey.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully the next month or so, dates will start opening back up. We'll see what happens, but
That'd be great.
fingers crossed things start going. Yeah,
you got to make sure to update us next month.
I for sure will.
about
Yeah,
your
no,
show.
100%. You'll know either way or shortly after, for sure.
Awesome.
Um,
I'm glad you're going to be able to play out again, man. I know. I mean, I used to
Yeah,
play
me
music
too.
live, and I still miss that. Still miss that a lot. So
I'm excited for just audiences too, and just to be, and for everyone
Real
just to be out.
audiences.
But real audiences after
offense,
this year,
fake audience.
hopefully, we love you all of you that I can't see nor interact with. But we do. But no, it'll be great to see. I mean, audiences I think are going to be really receptive and stuff too after this last year. So I'm just excited to see like how it all goes, and just to see who's like left. I don't know. The whole landscape of everything has changed a bit. So,
it's kind of like
who's arrived, who's left, who went to, who moved to Austin and who didn't. So, we'll see.
Well, Ian, thanks again for a wonderful episode of American Fork.
Thank you guys for reading it again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, fantastic as always. It always amazes me to see like you guys do a great. I'm pulling back the curtain for the audience a bit. You guys always do a great job of read through, but then and then you do this one, and I'm always like, oh, they didn't like they gave a shit, but they didn't. And then they do like the big one, and you're like, oh, wow, this is so much better. Like you guys are so good at this. This is amazing. So yeah, I don't know. It's very cool to see. I can't compliment maybe, but that's how I do it. Sorry. But
Hey,
really
a compliment from a comedian is actually worth way more.
We'll
Right?
take it.
Because usually you just shit on people,
Yeah.
and that's
no,
more fun.
like I'm just saying, it's like it's cool to see you do it's like okay, yeah, you guys are pros. It's just like it's like this is the scrimmage game, and then the real game. You're like, this is a different thing. We got it.
Well,
You
thank
don't want to
Ian.
hurt yourself in practice.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Right. I didn't want
Take it
to.
easy.
I didn't want to pull a tendon in my knee or something.
I'm gonna pull a cheek.
Detective
Yeah.
Scoop is a very energetic character.
Full contact booth work.
Right?
Detective Scoop hasn't stretched in about 25 years.
Very active sitting.
All right. Well, Ian, thanks again. We'll see you again next month.
Yeah, for sure.
And Emily, thank you as well, even though you can't be here because you
Yeah,
are
she was-
tied up in Ian's closet. So, yeah.
Yes,
You guys-
that's why the door's open so she can breathe.
All right. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
see you guys.
And
Ciao.
off to the next segment. So, what are we doing this time? What's the next segment? Are we going to do the interview? Quest SBTNL, SBTNL, N and AR,
And L.
RATO,
SBTL. Right. Q and A.
Narrator.
Q ampersand A.
Yeah.
Wambrasanda.
So we really had fun. What was it 2 months ago that we did a Q&A?
It was a while back, yeah.
Yeah, so we're opening it back up, ladies and gentlemen. So line up in the comments. Start asking any of us all sorts of questions.
All the
Or
questions.
Boy,
all sorts of you
we're doing a
answer
tell-all.
any of us a
tell-all.
question. Or
This is
question.
a Reddit AMA.
We-
Not all
we-
at
we-
once,
not on Reddit.
everyone.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
direct it
yeah,
to
yeah.
whoever you want.
Yep.
You can ask general Soundbooth theater questions.
For the Soundbooth Theater Generals.
For yes, that would be Justin. Actually,
Yes.
I think you're the only general in this army, maybe. Yeah, indeed. Yes, please, guys, let's hear it. And actually, we should grab. I know
We
have
had a list, didn't we?
a list. Yes, we have a list from
Mm,
Senji. One
Right.
second, you'll find
right.
it.
Yes. Yes. If you're still in the chat and you don't have any questions, say hello. Say hello. Let us know you're here. We got Eben Soul. We got Alberto Casali. We got Gary Gary Simmons. We got Big Buddha 8894, who does actually have a question.
Oh, yes.
And Big Buddha asks, is Grateful Dead still a thing? Annie, can you field this one, please?
I'm not. In full disclosure, I'm not up on my Grateful Dead
Oh,
Me neither.
trivia. I don't know.
that was not a
I
yes
mean,
and.
Jerry Garcia is not still a thing, but
No, he's not.
Jerry Garcia? Was he in the Grateful Dead?
I don't think he was. I don't know though. I don't know. I know nothing about Jerry
let's
Garcia.
just say
either.
he's very grateful right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we see the Eben Soul question? Have we all started with voice work to entertain our friends before? Or did we do it when studying acting? Did anyone here study acting? I didn't.
I
No.
studied acting, but I definitely did a lot of impersonations to entertain my friends before that.
Yeah, I didn't entertain my friends. I definitely
During
annoyed
and
my
after.
friends.
Yeah, that was more it with me too.
Yeah, I have very little formal training. Okay, so high school, I took one drama class. I was in 2 plays in high school.
Nice.
I was in
What were the
one.
plays?
That's it. Oh, and okay, I did take some improv classes a few years ago, like three whole sessions of improv classes, and I still suck at it. So it didn't do me any good.
I don't think
even
you
though
suck. I think you're good.
even though
You don't suck.
KC Improv Theater, like they are super legit and they know exactly what they're doing. They are very, very good improvisers and very good teachers. Not blaming them. It's just didn't stick as well as I would like. Yeah, that's all my formal acting training.
I was in an
When are-
improv company that we did like street theater, but it was never an educational. Well, it wasn't sit down and study. It was like, let's just have fun
Right.
and make silly characters. I'm sorry, I cut
Experiential.
you off, Justin.
No, not at all. I saw a question pop up there, and I was going to read it. That was the question about DCC4. When are we going to start recording that?
Whenever it's ready. I mean, okay, so I have Stars Have Eyes and Spaceballs stuff to record for the next 2 weeks. Then I have Earth Force 2 to record. And then after that, I'm open for some more Dungeon Crawler Carl if Matt Dinneman gets it done within that time. That is a instant. I mean, whatever the case may be, whenever he tells me it's finished, I'm gonna read the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But then recording is a different thing. So
Very nice.
we
have another question
from the crew is asking a question. Mr.
Oh,
William Letson, my half brother. He's half brother, half werewolf. That's
Oh, very
William.
nice.
his thing. Yeah.
Right
What's
on.
the first voice that you did that you remember perfecting, and is it a character you would revisit again? All right, so I'll let you guys take this one, and then I'll go last, since I asked the question.
Who
Well,
wants to go?
Ampharis the Spider Queen is my old favorite, and I would do her all day long.
Hey.
Dungeon Lord.
I would
She-
do. That came out wrong.
No, it didn't.
Nope.
No, it didn't. Yeah,
I kind of have.
I sometimes send my
two.
friends like birthday messages and get well messages in Ampharis's voice, and they love it.
Oh, nice.
She's a crowd favorite.
I remember laughing hysterically directing you while you were you were in that booth that you're in
That's
at
right.
my house.
In another state. This booth was in another state.
Yep.
Mm.
That was really fun. Gary, what about you?
Well, I learned my American accent, I'm pretty sure, from either Friends or Metal Gear Solid. Probably Metal Gear Solid, because I loved that game. So I would obviously try to do impressions of Solid Snake, but I think I got some of my inflection just from him, from David Hayter, the way he did that character. But there was another time. Have you ever seen Zach and Miri make a porno? The only time I remember kind of thinking like, I think I can do that voice, but I'm not getting it and I don't know why. So I tried in my head to be like, to fix my inflection and everything I was doing wrong to get it. It's where that dude was auditioning and he goes, I'm fucking you in the puss. And I found that bit really funny. And I was like, and I would do it, be like, I'm fucking you in the puss, and say, mine doesn't sound the same. Why doesn't mine sound the same as his? And in my head, I just like workshopped it like, I'm fucking you in the puss. And that just stood out to me as like, I really examined that and tried to get it, spot on.
All right. More important question. Does that work as a pickup line?
I would imagine it would be 50-50 if you went to just like, I'm fucking you in the puss, to be like, I don't think so.
No.
Like, oh, so sorry. I thought you were someone
Maybe not
else.
as a pickup line. I think maybe like as a fake pickup line where like the couple pretends that they don't know each other.
Can you imagine seeing two people and the dude comes up and just goes like, I'm fucking you with a puss?
That worked.
What
the hell?
How suave.
Oh man, now this has to happen in public. This has to happen in public somewhere. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
that's
good
that's
answer.
good news because there are other places I'd rather not be, fucked.
I
in.
wouldn't advise it as a pickup line or just as a way to behave.
Okay.
Do not try this at home. Do we have that? Can we flash that across the screen?
You're like, oh, what a relief. Okay, you can have
It's a movie,
come out with
people.
me, darling. I mean, kids these days. I've been waiting for someone to say that to me for 3.5 years. You're old school.
Gary-
I like it. I like it.
This is a man with conviction.
Just
Hey, so got another question here.
Oh, wait,
Gary wants to.
two more people need to answer this question, man.
Oh, do we? Which one?
Yeah,
Which one?
It's characters.
The first
Well,
voice.
The
you.
first voice.
Oh,
You
oh
need
yeah.
to
My, oh my. The character that I remember getting really good. It was just this. It was a party, and we were all like joking around, and I learned that I can do a really good Elmo. Like the high like
Do
perfect Elmo pitch. I learned that I could do that. And
Can you do it for us now?
the second half of that question is, would I ever revisit that character? And the answer is, I have tried. I tried. I hit it, and I could do it for about maybe 10 years. And now for the past 5 or so, I just can't. I can't get the range. I can't get the range of it. So
Your Elmo got cut off.
almost like Elmo is
Yeah, your Elmo is dead. Your Elmo's dead.
I don't think I can do that, and my voice is like definitely a pitch higher than yours. Just a
I'm
bass
gonna try.
level.
Your Elmo fucking happened.
Elmo want to be a chicken. Elmo want to be a chicken. Elmo want to be.
Oh, Elmo.
it's close.
That's
It's not quite. It's not there.
I've never
Very
like
good.
actually touched my throat to manipulate things. Maybe
I
that's
think you have a good Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's all my-
Oh, that's good.
He's more of an
Okay.
airy falsetto.
For me,
I'm fucking you in the puss.
Elmo's fucking you in the puss.
oh yeah.
Oh no! If you haven't seen it, you should all Google YouTube Elmo's Toothy Dance. It has no business being as funky as it is, but it's a fucking awesome song, and it's Elmo singing.
All
But you
right.
should do it.
cool.
Elmo's Toothy Dance. Do it.
So I'm answering
amazing.
now. I think this should probably not come to anyone's surprise. Should not come to
Surprise
as-
anybody?
This shouldn't surprise anybody. Quantum
I think
Hughes,
even I know.
Quantum
Yes,
Hughes.
Quantum.
Detective Scoop earlier, of course.
Right,
That's Quantum Hughes. God damn it, that series was just so fun to do. And yeah, just his personality is just so over the top and fucking fun. And I'm just a huge fan of noir. So like getting to lampoon it with that character is love it so much. I will be recording books 7 and 8 this year. So of the feedback loop. So I get to revisit it. And whenever I find an opportunity to use his voice, I do. All right. What was the next question? How did you all
How did we all meet? Any
Okay.
combination.
Any combination. All
I
right.
think I've only met Jeff in person of everyone here. Of everyone in Soundbooth.
Jeff and
might
I have
have
known
only
each
met
other
Jeff
the
in person.
longest, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, you guys want to? Do we do the same order as last time?
Annie and I met at a truckers convention. We didn't know it at the time, but we got hoagies together and we talked about music. And
Is that true?
no.
Oh man,
No, it's not.
I full on believe that.
Justin and I met on Tinder.
We met on Tinder, and I swiped right. Annie accidentally swiped right as well.
Yeah,
and
it was a big mistake.
Oh yeah.
I'm very
and,
dyslexic.
Yeah.
I'm always swiping the wrong way.
Just any interesting story, true or not.
I met Justin through Jeff. I met Justin. I
Yes.
think the first book we did together was Supers.
Yeah.
So we got to know each
That's
other
true,
real
yeah.
well, real fast.
We did
if you know what
get
I'm
to know
saying.
each other. It's true.
There was a
Yes,
lot
yes.
of, you know,
There was a lot of moaning involved. It was all
Gary's favorite catchphrase going on
yeah. Super's X
in
Heroes.
action,
Yep.
in voice.
Can we
all
remaster
very
those
true.
with just one section and me in the background just going, fucking you in the puss?
Yeah.
Just
A
somewhere in the book.
director's
I don't care
cut
where.
Somehow that ends up in there. I
Wait,
met
so what-
Jeff many years ago in Kansas City, and I was singing with a band called Sir Thredius Mungus,
Wow. It's a great name.
and it was a crazy, weird little hillbilly jazz band with crazy meters, and Jeff actually was doing like video and like little interviews and stuff, and like editing video interviews together and having a show, and that's how we first connected. I think
We were
Many years ago.
youngins. I was
That
like,
was over 10 years ago.
yeah, I had just dropped out of college, I think.
Yeah, that was probably
Yeah.
13, 14 years
Yeah,
ago.
Jesus.
Pushing 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would come and see Annie whenever she would play here in Kansas City. So yeah, we've known each
And then
other. for
I had a
while.
gig in LA when Jeff was living in LA.
No, wait, was I living in LA? at the
Or
time?
you were, maybe you were back, but you were there.
No,
You
I was
happened to be
visiting.
there.
I
You
happened
were,
to be there
you
visiting.
just were there when I was there.
Yeah,
that
and
was
then
when
I
you
saw on
again after
Facebook that you
years.
were there. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ian, we gotta go listen to this bitch. She's awesome. So that's what we did. And that vibraphone player, what was his name again?
Nick Mancini.
Nick Mancini.
LA
Yeah.
guy who has since moved to Tulsa.
Pretty cool. Are
Because
you
he
playing with him
dated-
again soon?
He married a Tulsa girl. She knocked him up and they moved
Oh,
to Tulsa.
that's adorable.
You heard it here
So-
first on Soundbooth Theater Live.
Like, has he already given birth? Is he recovering now? Do
He's
you guys gonna
recovering.
gig-
He's slowly recovering.
Okay, so and you guys are gonna gig together soon? Is that gonna
Yeah.
happen, you think?
I think we're gonna make some music soon.
Maybe I'll come down to Tulsa and watch that show.
Yeah, you should.
I think I should.
We're old now. Yes, we're old.
Gary, got any stories?
What?
You got any stories? Meeting us?
I met Jeff at an APAC, which is an audiobook convention, 5 years ago. More? 6, maybe?
Yeah, it might have been.
2015-ish, I think. 2015, I think, or 16. And a few years later, because I would chat back and forth with Jeff every now and then, I came on with Soundbooth and met Justin and Annie.
Those two.
Yep.
Those two.
Yeah.
So I've only
we-
ever met
Met
ye
through
virtually.
SBT.
Mhm.
Oh right.
Through
Yeah,
Soundbooth.
we got
Gary's
six.
the only SBT person that I haven't actually seen in person. So there's no way for me to
Really?
know if you're actually real or if you're
Yeah, that's
an
true.
avatar.
This is a really elaborate AI experiment. Humans are
Deep
obsolete
fake.
as fuck.
Wow,
we have
man.
to have a party, guys.
Oh, that'd be great.
Especially once everyone's
Yeah.
vaccinated. And
Oh my
everything's
god, I
cool.
can't wait. I
Just-
cannot wait.
Either
I
we're gonna do
really miss
Dragon
Gaine.
I
Con
love
or
how
we
like the
guys-
world's most like intelligent AI, the most convincingly human AI is Gary, and
Yeah.
his catchphrase is "I'm fucking you in the puss."
You can't have it be too smart. If it's too smart, it's not believable.
That's
It's an average
right.
dude
Oh, you're right.
saying stuff like "fucking you in the puss," and then that's it. That's the person.
Puss.
All right. Well, yeah. That's that question. What do we got next?
I believe. Are we continuing this segment? Are we? Do we have how many
we
questions?
late?
done? I think maybe we can do maybe one more question.
Okay. Big fan with the question. A long while ago, you guys released Monster Hunt NYC, and although they popped up in the Audible store, how come audiobook book 2 and 3 weren't released?
That is a good question. First of all, Monster Hunt NYC is probably the best thing we've ever made.
It's really great.
It's
really
really, really elaborate. I
Mhm.
worked really hard on the first one. Annie and I recorded all the music and wrote all the music, and it was a fucking amazing time.
it was really
really proud of the music that came out of it. Really proud of that production. I did almost all of the sound design as well on
You
that.
did a great job.
And yeah, it took ages to actually get done because we have so many projects always happening. And then when it came out, it didn't do so well as far as sales. So it was kind of heartbreaking. But then Blackstone Audio eventually made a deal with Audible. Basically put Monster Hunt NYC on Audible Plus. And now there's almost 2,000 ratings on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
a
incredible.
lot of people have listened to it now.
Nice.
And so we have been low-key keeping it under production for the past 3 months. Annie and I and Aaron J. Morton, who this is the first project that Aaron J. Morton worked on with us. He did all the recording and production for the first one. He did all the recording and production for the second one. Annie and I recorded all the music for Monster Hunt NYC 2 in 2019. That's how long it's been sitting on our table, waiting to be worked on. Aaron
I'm
and
so
Ahmed.
excited to hear it because I don't remember any of it. I'm gonna hear it and be like, "Yo, yeah!"
Ahmed and Aaron have both been working on it for the past 3 months, 2 months. It's really close to being finished, guys. I have to listen through it, and I have to give both of those guys a bunch of notes, about things to change. It's kind of like in QC right now. So it's not going to be too long before it's actually released. I'd say maybe a month. It may be as early as a month from now. And it's going to come out on our platform because we haven't yet seen any money from the Audible Plus deal. So even though thousands of people have now listened to Monster Hunt NYC, none of that actually translated to money for us. So in order to recoup some of that, and obviously it's a very expensive production, so the second one is going straight to our platform first, then we're going to send it to Blackstone. So if you want it, please keep an eye on our website so that we can actually get paid for it coming out. Then we'll see what happens on Audible.
When are we gonna do another SB Burlesque release?
Oh, I don't know. We got to find something for Burlesque, I suppose. Sitting Duck.
I'm getting really tired of these non-burlesque books that I'm doing, guys.
Maybe Annie.
Maybe
will
Noah
be in
Barnett
charge of
has something.
finding
I
us.
did not sign up for this shit.
Right.
sign
Where
on
are
it.
you, Noah Barnett? Where is Gunmeister 2? That's a good question. Gunmeister Online was Annie's first narration.
That's right.
And
that was really steamy scenes. I thought those were pretty well done. They were very imaginative and they were sort of off the beaten path. They weren't like your regular kind of predictable
intercourse.
the pussy kind of stuff.
Intercourse. I remember it well.
Definitely extra. It was extra.
Yes.
This is not your grandma's intercourse. This is future intercourse.
Definitely.
Imagine saying that mid-coitus.
Definitely.
Not your grandma's intercourse.
Oh man, we gotta do that book. This ain't your grandma's intercourse. Yeah, someone please.
We need to have a sound booth, like a live show that's called that. I think a monthly. This ain't your grandma's intercourse, and it'll be just like a show that's all cringe theater.
I keep the French letters on the Davenport. I think that's what my parents used to call condoms. It was French letters. I don't know why.
French lettuce?
French letters.
Letters.
I was being southern
It's
and
like
I
in
had
an
the French
envelope,
letters.
it's like the French letters. I like that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That makes
No,
sense.
I don't get it. I totally don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay.
I mean, it's cute.
Imagine
I was
French
confused
just
at
like,
Davenport.
I write my letters with the tiny envelope and put it in the post, and people put it on the peanuts. I don't know.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Your postal system is greatly flawed.
Hey, so we got another segment here. It's not exactly going to be Gary's games, but it's going to be a game nonetheless. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all for your questions. Really appreciate those. I'm sure we'll do that segment again soon.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Who knows what this is the most?
I think all four of us are equally in the dark.
Yeah, we have
What
no
this
idea.
is.
One of our producers, Richard Smith, finally told us about this game. He's been holding
genius
this
out of butt.
hostage. This idea. Jesus.
Ooh.
This is called AI Dungeon. I'm just like, I got butterflies in my stomach right now. Because this is going to be so awesome. Okay.
Let's jump in.
From what I understand, this is like a procedural choose your own adventure type of thing.
It's a bit like Zork, is it? That PC game, that real old. I go here, you go there, you see this kind
like
of
a
thing.
mud.
Yeah.
Like a mud.
It seems like a best way to describe it is why don't we just show exactly what it is, because I still don't even know what it really is capable of.
Yeah.
So let's do a new game, and we can choose. So Annie, I'm going to kind of act as director here, but Annie, I would like for you. What is this? Worlds? What is this?
Ooh. I wonder if it's the different
let's
places you can.
What?
I think the world.
Okay, here we go. I've gone ahead and started a game. We'll just do it this way. I've started a game. My name is Bingy. All right. So I would like for Jeff, I would like for you to play Theo.
Okay.
Gary, I would like for you to be the narrator.
Okay.
And Annie, you are going to choose what Bingy does and do any dialogue for Bingy. Okay?
Okay. Do I choose to like?
We'll get to it. I'll prompt you when we're ready. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, Gary, with narration.
You are Bingy, a squire living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a spear and a pack of supplies. You follow Sir Theo as he enters the forest. He turns to you and says,
I will lead the way. You try to find us some prey.
You nod and slowly walk through the forest.
Let's see if we can't lure a giant spider.
Theo says, you eat the spider. You are given the order to approach the giant spider. You walk slowly closer in, until you are close enough to make a spear cast. In one quick motion, you stab the beast through the neck. Eat it. After eating the flesh of the spider, you feel much more energized. You decide to continue your journey the next day.
Okay. What do you do next, Bingy?
I take a vacation.
You take a vacation. You are awoken in the middle of the night by a loud banging on the door to your room. You are panicked and sit up immediately.
What is it?
Let's see if this works.
You.
Okay, I guess not.
The pounding on the door is loud and heavy. You yell out.
What?
There is no answer, but soon the banging resumes.
What do you do, Bingy?
What?
What do you do?
What do you do next?
Oh, what do I do? I hide all of my butt plugs.
As one should. You hide all of your butt plugs. You jump out of bed
I saw you continue stuffing.
You
But
jump out
there's
of bed
one
and stuff
butt plug
all of
that
your
just
butt
won't
plugs
fit into the backpack.
into the backpack, as well as some extra clothes. The door is still being banged on, so you continue stuffing. You got to get that one in there.
What are we gonna do with this one butt plug that just won't get in that backpack?
Turn it into a hat.
Okay. What do you do next? Let's do a couple more.
Okay. Well, once I've got all of my vitals packed, I try to escape through the window.
You try to escape through the window. You run over to the window and pull up on the window frame. The window opens, but as you jump down, you feel something grab your ankle. You fall from the second floor and land with a painful.
All right, Jeff, I would like you to choose the next one. What does Bingy do next?
I will swing my backpack at my feet.
You swing your backpack at your feet. You swing your backpack, which hits your ankles, freeing you. You jump up and run out the door, not stopping to look back.
All right, Annie.
Okay. But then, after a few paces, I do look back.
This is amazing.
After a few paces, you look back. You stop for a moment and look back. You see the door that you entered through, only now it is closed. You look at the door to the room you were in, now closed.
Jeff.
It's pretty great.
I will look for another door.
You look for another door. You turn around and notice the other door in the room, across from the one you just entered. You enter it and find yourself in another part of the small house.
I like how there was a window that led to a different room in the house.
Right,
You
right.
really swung the backpack hard, and your momentum threw
Two
you up
stories
back in the
down
window
into another room. Yeah.
of the small house.
Yet another.
I yell, "Who's here?"
You yell.
"Who's here?"
Probably trying
no
to
one
move the story
answers.
along.
But you can hear the sound of a lock turning. You sigh and enter the room where you found yourself. A light is
my.
on, so someone must have turned it on while you were in there.
This is trippy. Annie.
I go to the dresser and I open the top drawer.
Sorry.
You go to the dresser, and you open the top drawer. Inside the dressers is a stack of undergarments. You take out a white top and a white skirt and try it on. You look in the mirror and like what you see.
Okay.
Story checks out.
I feel like, is that the ding? Is that the
I think that's our time is up.
Is
That's
it time?
time is up ding. No, or maybe
Hold
it's
on.
just a good like
We need something to happen.
I'm happy with what's happening, Ding.
Oh, we can say.
can- oh,
Oh,
right.
I see. What is story? Okay, so then what?
Maybe just
Cool.
click
Okay.
story, see what happens.
Okay, what happens
Does-
next, Gary?
Yeah. All the butt plugs fall out of my bag.
Yes.
Does someone else want to narrate, or do we want to keep going?
I'll narrate.
Yeah,
Cool.
you take
All
it,
the
yeah.
butt plugs fall out of my bag when I took off the backpack. They fell out on the floor. You go over to the window and look down. The butt plugs are right in front of the window.
Annie, what happens next?
Damn butt plugs.
At that moment, my grandmother arrived at the house for afternoon tea.
I wonder what Theo thinks of all this.
Right.
He's just been following you the whole time.
All right, Jeff.
At that moment, my grandmother arrived at the house for afternoon tea, wondering what was going on. That's you, Annie.
Oh, Grandma, come here. There's someone in the house.
You say. My grandmother looks in the direction of the house and says,
Oh, what does grandmother say?
She
Gary?
says, oh,
Me?
Yep.
Oh, it better not be Simon Jewell, that rogue. Meh.
Oh, she
Oh,
entered
no.
the house.
You say that
You
to
say-
yourself.
No, it's a kid. What's a kid doing?
oh, she
here?
says,
oh, here we go. Okay.
she enters the house and walks to the window.
No.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
You mean if it? No, it's a kid. What's a kid doing here?
She asks.
Gary, what do you say?
The kid will say, I'll be the kid. Then we'll let I'm selling French letters.
Oops, 1 second. I'm selling French letters. Uh-oh.
Oh, our free trial is done.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
Well, they got
She
us. They
grabs
got us.
5 of the stray butt plugs and gives you a sassy look. That's the alternate ending.
We see the potential of this. I feel like this is right up our alley.
That's
Where
really
did
cool.
you get all my butt plugs?
I love that.
Yeah, so we can continue our butt
Those
plug
are
adventures some
mine.
other time. I think we can like start a new game at some point, but maybe this can be like once
pretty
every
funny.
4 Gary's games we can we play this one.
I like it.
I like it. The gang plays AI dungeon. I love the idea that we're always sunny people. I don't know. Anyone
Oh,
know
the
about
gang.
that?
The gang?
Yeah, the gang. Yeah, that's what all the episodes are named. The gang does
right.
something.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you so much for listening to our story about
Thank you
butt
so
plugs
much.
and
DJ Ahmed. DJ
yeah.
Richard.
Give it up for DJ Ahmed and DJ Richard.
DJ.
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing